There you go.
I love it. I love
it. Did you like that?
I did. It's funny because I can tell you so many stories about all those pictures
hang
that
on.
you saw
I'm
there.
running on me YouTube. Just let me turn that off. There you go, because I was running on my YouTube. Do you know my daughter picks the most awkward times to ring? I'll turn that off. Right, everybody. I'd like to thank you all for hanging around and waiting for us. John had a few technical problems, so we was just trying to get that sorted out. Do you know she can't get me on the phone? So what does she do? Phone me on Messenger. That's now off. Hello, hi Claire, hi Ewan. Oh God, UX SX only. Hello. Oh, hola.
Hey,
Right, everybody. I'm going to. This is John. I'm going to hand you over, and I'm going to let John tell you who he is, where he's from, and his paranormal stuff. There you go.
all right. So to give you a little bit of backstory, where we were originally unexplained paranormal research, but due to some complications, we had the name for years. I had to change it because it was somebody else's idea, so we changed it. Paranormal Underground. Evidently, that was a problem, so I brought it back to Unexplained Paranormal, but changed it a little bit. So now we're Unexplained Paranormal Massachusetts, and hopefully nobody has a problem with that. We started in December 24, 2013, Christmas Eve, and we originally started, it was me and another guy. He left. And then we just grew. We grew to about 8 strong at one point, and then everybody has lives. So now we're down to just 3, which is myself and Kim and Aaron right now, and Ryan. Ryan's in there occasionally, but he works a lot. So we deal with just about anything paranormal. We're not your average TV show. We do a lot of debunking, logical thinking, and all that first, and then we get into the paranormal realm of it. The other thing we do too is when we review evidence, we throw a lot of it away. We don't keep a lot of the evidence. If we can't, I don't want to say if we can't explain it, but if we can't come to an agreement that something is or isn't paranormal, we throw it away. So about 90% of what we get, we throw away because people burp, people sigh, people talk. They don't whisper, they whisper or they don't talk out loud. So, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it and what we do. But we're also getting into. Well, I'm getting into the cryptid end of it as well, but everybody and their mother is doing that too. So, but I'm doing it more as a hobby for myself rather than as a team thing. So I've been down to see my missus down in Georgia for quite a bit, where a lot of the Bigfoot and Dogman cryptids are. Haven't seen or heard anything yet, but I'm sure there'll be a time.
Yeah,
definitely. What else can I tell you?
Cryptozoology.
Yeah.
I do like cryptozoology. I don't know whether I believe in it wholeheartedly. I kind of, because I'm and things like that. It's kind kind of something I actually really enjoy. Right, and are you talking because your mic's not working if you are?
No, I'm here. I can hear you. I hear you cutting in and out every now and again.
All right, is my mic dodging and all? That's all we need.
Oh, it could be my headphones. It could be. It might
I
be.
sound like a robot. Excellent. Oh, apparently, I sound like a robot. Hold on 1 second. I will change my mic to my little one.
How do I post?
You might actually, you might just be able to hear me off my laptop one. Doesn't have to be spectacular, does it?
How do I sound better off my laptop?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave it there then.
Let me just have a look. I'll tell you whatever it is. I bet. Just hold on.
You know, I say a funny thing for my shows. I also do a paranormal show on every other Friday on my channel, on my Facebook page, Unexplained Paranormal Massachusetts. And if we didn't have technical difficulties on a show, it wouldn't be the same show. So I'm not surprised that we have technical difficulties right now. So I think you muted, Mags. I see a mute thing on your thing. I don't know what happened. There you go.
Can you hear me, Paul?
Yes, I can. I can hear you now.
Right. Okay. Crazy. Do you know what it was what it was doing was it was trying to use my microphone on my headphones and this microphone at the same time.
Yeah. All right. So it wasn't me then. So that's good.
It just wanted to. Have you seen Claire? Have you seen that? I can lip read. Yeah. Do you want to always look like something from Exorcist, Andy? Andy's Elemental Encounters.
Say again.
And can you see chat?
Yeah. Hang on 1 second. Live comments. Yeah, from The Exorcist.
Yeah, you all love me, don't they? Can you tell? Right, so it's really good having John on because I'm always saying cheers. I'm skeptical. And because I'm open to, I mean, I'm one of those people that if anybody wants to believe something, who am I to tell them they can't believe it? But me, myself, I'm skeptical. I don't, unless somebody's faking it, then I'm like, but, for the most part, I believe people are entitled to believe whatever they want to. But John is actually more skeptical than I am.
Yeah. It's kind of tough to convince me that you have a ghost in your house, because if you know there's a ghost in your house, then why'd you call us? If I go in there and I debunk the crap out of your house or whatever it is that I got to do, and I get nothing, and I've been to homes multiple times, 3 and 4 times, and got nothing every single time. Yeah, you can't make them jump. I understand that. But when I go there 4 and 5 times and I get nothing every time, and you still tell me, no, I have a ghost in my house, why'd you call me? But yes, I am a very skeptical person, and when I show evidence or data or whatever it is you would like to call it to people, I let them make their own determination. I don't say that your house is haunted, and I won't say it because there's no proof of it. There's not one piece of evidence, there's not one piece of paranormal equipment or any kind of equipment out there that has been proven to catch a spirit, period.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
How can you say there's ghosts when it hasn't been proven? I mean, all it is a hypothesis or a theory right now. more of a theory, but
yeah. I mean, you did your live on Facebook last week on apps.
Yeah.
I can't get down with the apps at all. I just can't. It's not, you know. I mean, and I use a spirit box,
Yeah.
but I just totally anything that's got pre-recorded sound banks.
Yeah.
You cannot say it's paranormal, because let's be honest, if you're making an app and it's going to be a paranormal app, what kind of words are you going to put in it?
Yeah,
You know.
right. Well, I guess my whole point to the whole thing is how can a computer essentially, I don't have my phone on me, but essentially what you have in your hand, your phone, is a computer nowadays. How can a computer know that there's a spirit there when I have all this other fancy equipment? Cameras, voice recorders, static detectors, REM pods, whatever, motion detectors. How come they're not going off, but this application that's in my computer can tell me that there's a ghost there?
Yeah. So talking about like equipment though, what would you take with you on an investigation?
Oh, we kind of go bare bones. We like to use a lot of old school equipment. So I actually have some behind me if I can get to it. It's kind of funny that you ask because it's all right here. We do take. I'm in my room. It's really not that messy, but you know we take millimeters. We do have the spot thermometer, I guess if that's what you want to call it. You know, the infrared
Yeah.
thermometer. We don't really use it. I have this, which is basically a thermometer for cold spots and stuff. I'll use, and this is kind of cool because you don't really need to spend a whole ton of money doing things. Everybody knows what these are. They go in front of your house for Christmas.
Yeah.
And they shoot little lasers out and things down and stuff like that. $20 when you go and you buy a little pen one for $10 online. And
Yeah.
I love it. You know, that I bring that, and I'll even trying to get to some of my old school stuff, and I don't see it for some ungodly reason. I use a boom box on my spirit box so we can hear it better.
Cool.
Yeah. Sometimes that little speaker just doesn't do well enough. What else? Yeah, we do have our spirit boxes. We use a DVR system, voice recorders. We don't go too crazy. Sometimes we'll even go to the point of tying bells on doors and in certain areas that things are known to walk through or open.
Yeah.
We'll use old school stuff. And we even use getting all excited talking about it. Magnetic tape. I can't find it. We use magnetic tapes also, and we use film photography.
I tell you this, and Glenn, who was in chat before, he's one that will advocate it. A compass. Instead of like an EMF compass, you can get them for a couple of dollars from Amazon or something like that, you know? Just a plain old compass.
We've used compasses, we've used baby powder, we've used chalkboards, we've used just about everything you can possibly get your hands on.
I am a firm believer, though, in if a spirit really, really, really wants to contact you and really wants to talk to you, and this is my saying is they'll write the name in the sand for you. If they really want to contact you, they will do anything, and they can, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whatever equipment we all have. If they really want to contact you, you are going to know about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, they want it. It's like, the living souls. If we want your attention, we're going to get it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, what sort of things have you investigated? What sort of places?
I've gone to. All right. So, for those that may know the Massachusetts, that's where I'm from. Where I live is what's called the Bridgewater Triangle. So I kind of live towards the top of the Bridgewater Triangle, and within the Bridgewater Triangle is the Hockomock Swamp. So we've been there. That's supposedly haunted, Bigfoot, you name it, is in there.
Oh, cool.
We slept there overnight. Never had any experiences. I take that back. I was walking through the woods and I heard an owl calling out. Yeah, it sounded like an owl. I spend a lot of time in the woods. I'm a hunter and everything else. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And out of nowhere, all of a sudden I heard, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's kind of a funny story, but what I was listening to, it sounded like an owl, but the lung capacity and the volume of sound was that of something with a larger lung capacity.
Right,
It was
okay. So it was
so
more
drawn
breathy.
out, and it was so loud. An owl is not very loud.
No.
So we did that, and then we're famous for going to the Middleborough Town Hall. Very haunted place.
I've seen some things from there that you've done, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to get my link in the chat, but I would post the UPR Underground YouTube page. UPR Underground is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll send it to you guys. I don't know if you can put it in chat. But
Oh, hang on. Claire's wrote a question. Sorry,
What?
Claire. In chat. Hang on. I can put it up on screen. There you go.
Yes, isn't the most powerful spirit equipment your own brain because of the electrical natural wires might be wrong? Well, I think the best piece of equipment is your entire body.
Yeah.
Because if you really want to go way back when we were cavemen or whatever, we used a lot of our senses, a lot of our feeling, the hair standing up, the spidey sense, if you will. So yeah, I would think your whole entire body is a good piece of
Yeah,
equipment to start with.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, any personal experience, I mean, you can't really prove them because hence the word personal.
Yeah.
But if you're the one actually experiencing these things,
Yeah.
you know, there is no mistaking it. If you've had an experience with a spirit of any kind, there's no mistaking what you've had. Do you know what I mean? You just know you can't mistake some of the things, you know.
Right. Yeah. We were in the Middleborough Town Hall one night. I'll tell you a story. Now this
Yeah,
place.
I'll just read that.
What?
On the screen.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And they put Claire sounding like a huff advert there.
But we were in the Middleborough Town Hall, and it was the end of the night. The entire team was in the ballroom, and I was listening through one of my voice recorders so I could listen and record at the same time. And I could hear footsteps. Everybody was still. Nobody was moving. And I could hear footsteps walk across the stage, go down the set of stairs, opened up a spring-loaded door, and then walked out. And we all saw the door open on its own. Everybody was accounted for. The only other person that was in the building was the selectman, what I call our babysitter for the night. But he was downstairs in his office, just chilling, watching videos. And
Oh, right.
yeah,
So what are the stories related to that place, though, John? What is supposed to be there?
the stories that are related to the place are stories that are related to the place are the building was built back roughly 1850, say, for argument's sake. And there was an architect named, oh my God, I can't remember his first name, but I remember his last name, Eaton. So Mr. Eaton was, overseeing the project of the town hall being built. He had the plans. He was going to build it a certain way. He died in the process.
Right.
Never saw it finished. So another architect came in, and Horatio Barrows was his name. Came in, changed all the plans to the building, rebuilt it some other way. And in the process of it, people did hurt. Not sure if they died. But once the building was built, it was town hall, it was the police department, it was the courthouse, it was the morgue, and and it was where they had all their plays. So it was a whole bunch of things all at once. There's always a whole bunch of energy going on that was going on in and throughout the building. So once you go downstairs, down to the bottom floor, we'll say, they still had some of the original jail cells in the place. That's a very active area. You can talk to a lot of spirits with the spirit box down there. We've had quite, and I got it on UPR Underground on the YouTube channel. I sent you the link. I don't know if you can throw that in there for me, but there's a lot that goes on in there. At one time, I was doing something I don't normally like to do, and that's pro. And I told him I was going to put an Olympic-sized swimming pool in the ballroom. Well, come across the spirit box with you, leave. But the great thing about it was the same voice on one response and a set of frequencies, and then it was the same voice on another one. I'm listening, but only busy. But I know how Pep is my hero. You've been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's also taking piss.
I don't like. I'm sorry. I am not a huff guy.
No, nobody really comes in here.
I can tell you some stories, whether they're true or not. I don't know, but
I know a lot of them, honestly.
Yeah.
Is that right, Andy? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, evidently I'm screwed.
Yeah. An ancient marksman, do you? No, so obviously by Andy's channel name, Elemental Encounters, is into elementals, nature spirits. Have you any thoughts on that? Do you believe it in any way? Have you ever encountered anything that you might think's that, or?
Okay, so I may have had an encounter with an elemental that we call a puckwudgie.
Say again.
Puckwudgie.
Right.
Puckwudgie is the name. It's a Native American elemental. The puckwudgies and Native Americans at the time used to coincide. They used to live together and happy, joy. Well, Native Americans had children, as the story goes. Puckwudgies lured the children into a cave. The puckwudgies ate the children.
Oh, right.
And the Native Americans weren't too happy about it, so they set fire to their cave and killed them all. Well, then they turned into elemental spirits. So I was in a cemetery in Plymouth called Burial Hill. It's known for the pilgrims being buried there. No, the pilgrims aren't buried there, evidently, according to some history that I've heard. Don't know. Haven't really looked into it. Only going by what I heard. And so anyways, I'm walking down the backside of the cemetery with my buddy Ryan one day, video cameras and everything else. It was pitch black. We were with a tour group. And I saw something roughly no more than 3 feet tall. Had long fingers, short, lanky arms. He looked like Captain Caveman. You know who Captain Caveman is?
Captain Caveman, yeah. Captain Caveman.
Kind of like potato. Captain. And he's kind of potato shaped.
Right, yeah.
And it had, it was hairy. And it just reached right around and grabbed this headstone with both hands. Come around and it had these big eyes. And they reflected light. So just as I turned my flashlight, I put my camera on it. The voice recorder died. The camcorder died. The flashlight died. And the first words out of my mouth to Ryan is, "Did you fucking see that?"
Oh, wow.
He did not. He was looking the total other way. Damn it. So that's about the only thing I've ever come in contact with.
And does your description match the description from the Native American legends?
Well, no, it didn't. It didn't. The Native American description is more troll-like, pointy ears, big nose. What I saw was not, fat, stubby fingers. Nothing. I mean, it could have just been my imagination. It could have just been nothing. But when I turned and I looked at it, I turned and I looked at Ryan, I turned back, it was gone. I had no idea what it was. It was kind of creepy, though.
Oh, that sounds really creepy, that, though.
Yeah, it was creepy. I had no idea what it was. No idea.
Have you ever been scared?
Have I ever been scared? On an investigation, have I ever been scared? I mean, I'm sure I've let out a few cuss words here and there. But I'm going to say no because most of the time it's always been my team that I didn't know where they were and the lights were off and I bumped into them. And yeah, it probably moved me a little bit, but I've never been like totally scared that I had to leave a place. No.
Right.
Yeah.
What about, I can remember a while ago, might be 8 months ago, you were saying, it might have even been more than that actually. You were telling a story about having an experience at home with your children. I know. Just tell the people that, because that was really interesting as well.
Okay. So I do a lot of tours. I used to do a lot of tours for a cemetery in Middleborough and to help raise money for the cemetery. The cemetery is quite old. Quick little back history. The cemetery is built in, I have this right, 1660. And the first burial was 1690. I know the 30-year difference, so it could have been 1630 with the first burial, 1660, but I think 1690 was the first burial. Anyways, there was a story of a young lady that was seen walking up and down one of the roads that come in through that cemetery, and I didn't think nothing of it. These are the landowners, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. So after doing tours and everything else, we were there one day. It was late. I was at home, and my wife at the time said to me, "Aren't you going to come to bed?" I fell asleep on the sofa. Not a light on in the house except for the TV. So I'm facing the TV, and my hallway runs right beside my TV, so the TV is facing directly at me. Down the hallway was my bedroom and the bathroom. Everybody was in bed. Just the TV was on. I walk down the hallways, and I'm walking down the hallway. I see a taller than me, black mass, shadow. I can make out the head and shoulders. And I didn't want to go by it. I had to go by it to get to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wanted to either.
And I was kind of like, I don't want to do this. It just didn't feel right. So like a little girl, I ran by it real quick. And went to the bathroom, came out of the bathroom, and it was gone. So the next day, I woke up, said nothing to nobody. My wife at the time, my kids, nothing, said nothing. And my son, I think it was longer than that, it was about a year ago, so he was probably about 10 or 11 years old, we'll just say. And he says to me, "Hey, Dad." "What?" He goes, "I saw a shadow person down there." "Dad, where?" He goes, "Right by my room, and right where I saw the shadow person was right by his room." I'm like, I said to my wife at the time, I said, "Chris, get the kids out of the, there's another part of the story too, but get the kids out of the house. I gotta stage the house." The part that I didn't tell you is after seeing the shadow person, I would hear footsteps coming down the hallway. My daughter has autism, sometimes she doesn't sleep very well. So I would throw the covers open and go, okay, Peeps, come here. Where is she? She's in the bed. That's weird. Maybe she's in the bathroom. No. I go back to bed. Next day, same thing. Footsteps coming down the hallway. I open up the covers, I open my eyes, there's nobody there. I'm like, I get up, I go look, nobody in the bathroom, nobody on the sofa, nobody in my bed, other than my wife at the time. And both kids are in bed. I was like, all right. Back to bed, it happened again. This time I didn't even do anything, because if it was her, she would have just climbed right on top of us. And nothing
Oh,
ever
God.
happened. It was crazy. And that was probably the only time I really ever had to.
It's hard experiences in your own house. I mean, I live with it all the time.
Yeah.
But I must admit, there's nothing negative in my house. Well, I've never felt any oppression or negativity.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, even though I get stuck, I mean, just literally before I was on just chatting in Glenn's chat on his live stream, and my daughter was walking round the stairs, and on my TV stand here, I go, knock, 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 knock. What, Chloe? Yeah, well, just 1 second while I shut my door. She can, she's trying to get baby to sleep. Just 1 sec. I'm just going to turn my camera off a sec while I get up.
Wow. Yeah, so Claire, if you're wondering, I sent Mary Lou the link to I don't know how to
Yeah, they're talking about that crystal, dark crystal. It's quite good, actually. I've watched it. You see, that's quite interesting because it kind of, you know, when you were seeing, excuse me, the elemental that you seen. Have you seen any of them dark crystals?
Have I seen any of the dark crystals?
Yeah.
No. No, I haven't.
Right. There is some that in there that are quite, you know, like elementally things that are quite long haired like that.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah.
That was now when I've been touched quite a few times in this house, by whatever's here.
Right.
It's not the house. I know it's because the house was newly built when I moved in. It is the land. But being built on a church and which had a churchyard.
Right.
And a battle. It's literally the site all around this area is the site of a big battle in 1715. So you know, it's the land, not the house.
Right.
But I've never really felt anything negative. Our Chloe sees absolutely loads. She sees more than I do. Our Chloe, all the time. I think she's a bit sensitive, you know, to maybe to stuff. And I mean, and I'm not a big believer in mediums or psychics. I think they're very few and far between, you know.
Yeah.
But she sees so much. But it's never bothered her because she's been brought up with it. She was only 2 when we moved here.
Right.
So to her, it's natural. All these things that happen in our house, you know, is normal. She's actually just got a house, and it's round the corner, more or less. It's like 3 or 4 minutes walk away. I don't think she's going to know what to do when it doesn't sound like there's a party going on in the room next to you and there's nobody there, or somebody's walking up and down the stairs at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
She's going to miss it all when she moves. But it's not negative, and this is one of the things that I find quite annoying with the paranormal. You see so many people saying they've got haunts, and they're always negative. They're always doing something negative. It's always something bad.
I mean, Zach Faggins is famous. I guess I said it wrong on purpose. It's famous for everything negative. And, you know, I just had my sweetheart just messaged me not too long ago, and she says you might want to hear this story. And of course, the story was, oh my God, I see demons. I see demons. All right, I will admit, I have had my fair share of them. I have experienced them, but I don't talk about it much. I will enlighten some people, but what you see on TV is not how it happens. Everybody's experience is different.
Yeah,
So,
it is. And I lived in, I was brought up in a house that was built in 1835. A big old, like, Victorian house, 4 bedrooms on different split levels, and it's a big old house. Now, that house felt bad.
yeah.
And sometimes you can walk into a room and it just doesn't sit right. You just get that feeling. That house always felt like that. It just felt off and negative. Nothing like, I mean, we had doors handles rattle in the middle of the night, and it was an old house, and we had the round proper old doorknobs, wooden doorknobs.
Yeah.
They'd go like this through the night, and we'd hear them up and down the stairs and everything. But we didn't get any like poltergeist activities. There were no like chairs flying or plates flying. Only when my mother threw them on a Sunday. But that, it was like, but it just didn't sit right. It never. And even now, my brother has a house since my dad died, and even now, like, doesn't feel right. Never. I was never comfortable. I lived in that house from literally my 7th birthday. We moved on the 23rd of December, and my birthday's Christmas Eve the next day. And I was 7 then, till I was 15, and I never felt comfortable in that house, ever. And like, I mean, I've stayed there over the years when parties and things like that, so we've all kept there. Just doesn't feel nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'm actually looking at something right now. Over the years of doing this paranormal investigating, I've run into some interesting people. Really interesting people. Like, they should be in that jacket that hugs you, gives yourself a hug. You know what I'm talking about? Straight jacket. Some people that I've met should be in some of those, but some people that I've met are dead serious. I've met a lot of witches. I've met people that have been possessed. I've met a lot of serious people, and what I mean by serious is just you can tell if they're serious or if they're not. You know what I mean?
and you can tell if they believe properly or if it's a cash grab.
Correct. So, I mean, I've met a lot of interesting people. I've met people, you go in their house, you check out their entire house, they're like, oh yeah, go ahead. Well, they didn't care to put the cocaine away or the machine gun.
No.
I'm serious. You think I'm joking? The machine guns, all that kind of shit away. Oh yeah? Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yes. And this girl thought she had ghosts. I'm like, no, you got a cocaine problem. That's what your problem is. Seriously. I've gone into homes that the trash can, can't say my hand, the trash can is full of cans, big cans. And I look at this lady. I'm like, when do you see the ghost mainly? As here I am with my pen and my paper, getting ready to write everything she's saying. Oh, we only see the ghost when we party. She's like, yeah, when we party, we see the ghost. I'm like, alcohol can cause you to hallucinate, right? Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, this lady was just, if I told you how many beer cans were in this house, you wouldn't believe me. You so wouldn't. You just wouldn't believe me. There was a ton. I mean, the trash. Every room had a trash can in it, and it was overflowing by 3 feet. I mean, it was crazy. But we ended up investigating the house anyways because her friend lived next door, and her friend was, seemed really legit. And we did it, and lo and behold, she had something there. She really did have something there. We got it to communicate and everything else. It was kind of crazy. Didn't communicate for very long, but just enough to say that there's something there. Definitely. But oh yeah, some of the stuff I've seen and the people I've met.
Oh, that's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can't believe they wouldn't put the cocoa on. Just.
I mean, you're gonna have
Hey,
people
look.
you don't know in your house.
Do you want to? See, this is when I do my live streams. About session, I'll do my spirit, and then I'll shut it down. And I mean, I always open a session and close it. I don't use prayers. To me, because I'm not religious, prayers I use. I can't be religious when I'm not. I do believe in God or a higher power or someone not religious. So I don't use religion in my sessions. So I'll just like open a session, say, say, right, if there's anybody here who wants to blah, 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 and I will shut my sessions by telling them they need to go back to where they were and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll shut my session down and then I'll have a drink while I'm chatting to people, if it's a weekend or whatever. Then I'll have a drink. But I never, ever do paranormal and alcohol at the same time. It's just a no-no because of the things it can. But God, years and years ago, and I don't know whether it actually broadcast in America, but we had a TV series over here called Most Haunted.
Yeah.
And it's actually still running on one of cable channels now. And they were in this place and they were doing a Ouija board with glass definition. And this fella whose house, it was like a pub, I think, it was like an old social working club kind of thing. Right. He sat at the table with a glass of wine, big glass of red wine, absolutely plastered. And I can remember, now this is well before I was into the paranormal, but even then I knew that wasn't a good idea. It was like, no, you're plastered and you sat there. You're going to believe anything they show you, anything they do. Do you know what I mean? They could literally have been pushing that glass round and he wants to know, and he was like,
oh, did you see that?
But it's true. And it's true what you said. It can cause hallucinations. I mean, I've never took coke, so I don't know what that actually does to you. But I'm pretty sure it'll have some kind of side effects.
I've never done coke. I've tried acid. It didn't do anything. I have smoked a little bit of marijuana. That's a lie. I've smoked marijuana. But I've never gone to an investigation, drunk, high, anything like that.
No, no.
Actually, I don't smoke it enough, I should say. But
well, a lot of people say marijuana opens up your senses, don't they?
Well, that's.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I've just gone up, and Andy's actually put that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
He says, I'm sorry to say, drugs don't open the senses. Native Americans use drugs to travel in some main space. Might not be a product of hallucination, but mind expansion to openness. Yeah.
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 A lot of people say that that can be a thing. I can remember, like in the 60s, though. In the 60s, they used to do marriage guidance counselling, and you used to give them LSD in the marriage guidance counselling sessions. I mean, I bet you they came out of there fucking loving their other half till it wore off, but it was actually a treatment in marriage guidance counselling, LSD.
Right.
Well, there you go. Ewan's unpronounceable names. He's called Ewan. He said cocaine does not have any, I can't say it, hallucinogenic effects.
Psycho-hallucinogenic effects. Well, that's good to know.
What,
It's
we can
good to
give you
know.
some...
I mean, see, the one thing I like about this field is you learn something new every day. I'm not afraid to learn something new. I enjoy constructive criticism. At one point in time, Mags, I don't know if you remember, I was actually inviting people to go to my YouTube page to tear apart my paranormal evidence, and nobody's taking it up. And I have no problem if anybody wants to, they can go right ahead. Those are just things that we've caught. I mean, I'm not saying it's a ghost. I might have.
The thing is, I don't think there's anybody harder on their evidence than you are. So
No,
it's
not
kind
really.
of...
Yeah. But
You
I mean,
see,
I would
I
love
know
to
this.
hear people's opinions, though.
Oh, by the way, in the description of this video, when it loads up, John's Facebook page for his group is in the description. So you'll all be able to find him on Facebook.
Yeah.
So definitely do it when we finish. You know, don't do it now. When we finish, it'll be there. Click it, and then you can join his Facebook group.
Yeah.
And he typed in the chat before for his YouTube. So there you go. You've got that too. You need to change your name on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I do. I do have to change it. I mean, right now, things have been ultimately crazy for me because as you've been following my personal account, I just got divorced yesterday. Yes.
I know. I saw.
So
Party.
pate. So it's been kind of crazy for me, and I haven't had a lot of time to do anything really, other than visit my sweetheart down in Georgia. I'm madly in love with.
Oh, Georgia. See, what a
Yeah.
lovely place. Whenever I see anything about Georgia and you see it's a lovely place, it's supposed to be really haunted around that area as well.
Depends on where you go, but some of the pictures that you posted in the intro, some of those were Georgia.
Did that surprise you? I knocked together a little video for you.
I liked it.
And good me.
But we went to, she brought me a few places. We went to what they call Booger Holler. Actually, they say it Booger Holler.
Bugger holler.
If you're from the north, it's Booger. If you're from the south, it's Booger.
Are you wearing a cladder ring?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you see, I've got a cladder ring in the drawer. I love my cladder rings.
Yeah, my parents.
Irish. I'm Irish, aren't I?
Yeah,
Irish family stuff.
I'm a man too. Can't help it. But yeah, Georgia was nice. Georgia.
Hot. Supposedly.
Depends on where you go. She lives in the northern part of the state, near North Carolina and Tennessee and all that. And it wasn't too bad. It was similar weather from Massachusetts and the northeast corner. Can usually get pretty cold in the winter, but when I went down there in January, it was 45 degrees. I'm standing outside in a t-shirt, and I'm enjoying it, and I love it. The summertime wasn't too bad. I went down in the armpit of summer, so it wasn't that bad at all. I went down in July, but it was humid. Not too bad on the heat, though.
I'm just reading chat. Well, yeah, he was in Holland. He's Dutch, so weed's like second nature to them over there, isn't it?
Well, they just legalized it here in Massachusetts a year or two ago, something like that. Last year.
What, they've legalized it for prescription use?
No, legalize it for recreation.
Really?
Yes, you can smoke it on your own property, and ain't nothing nobody can say. You can
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you can grow up to 6 plants per adult in the house.
My son had been moving over there, if he knows this, because he's the biggest stoner. And my daughter, or Chloe, I smoked weed once when I was 16.
Yeah.
And I ended up with 2 potheads out of 3 kids. I ended up with 2 potheads. Go figure. And I never touched the stuff. Never.
Yeah.
You know, I like my vodka. Vodka's...
Oh, man. No, John and vodka. No, Do you want me to fight?
Oh.
Add vodka.
Andy's giving tips here. Stringy strips of banana, dried out and smoked in very small doses, produce interesting peripheral vision experiences.
And how do we know this?
Do not ask Andy that.
I want to know how he knows this. How do we know this? Please enlighten us. I would love to know this. This is cool. Now, next time I go to an investigation. Huh?
He'll no doubt tell us. You see, Andy doesn't believe that, which is great because, I mean, to me, to have different views in the paranormal is a good thing. I don't mind people having different opinion and different views. So Andy's take on what we consider the paranormal, he doesn't believe in ghosts, spirits, or that side of it. He literally thinks that all the activity that we get are elementals in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
I mean, and he has got beggar it. I can't even. Andy, I might have deleted that picture you sent me, mate. Send me that picture, then I can shove it up and show it, John.
Hey, Claire says Santa is real.
Oh, she don't, because do not tell her he's not, because you will upset her, and then we have to listen to a bitch. Santa's real. And
Sure, if that's what you want to believe in.
Andy, send me the elf picture. I think I deleted it, to be honest with you. Send it me again on Facebook, and I'll stick it up. And I really shouldn't go around saying stick it up, should I? And I'll put it on, and then we'll show John. I need to open my Facebook. There we go. Yeah, inbox it me, Andy. Right, I'm just opening my Facebook. It's got a really good picture, and when it's zoomed in, it's like a really good capture of what he would consider an elemental, an elf. It is, I think. And you can literally see the eyes, the ears.
Yeah.
And it's literally doing that, John. You need to look. It's giving him the finger.
Love it. I love it.
I mean, that's my kind of spirit, whether it's elemental or otherwise.
Right? Throwing up gang signs and stuff.
Yeah, it is actually a really, really, really good picture. And I think, I'm pretty sure, but anyway, just for sake of quickness, because I can't remember whether I've stuck it in a file somewhere on my bloody laptop or not.
That's very nice. Yeah. Come on.
Here we go. Right, save to desktop.
Yeah.
Right, I'll just open this up, and I just need to save it to desktop.
Claire says he knows Mary Lou's name. Oh, oh, oh.
I bet that's clear. I'm not even on there.
It is.
I weren't even on chat. Right, where are you?
She's not kidding.
6985. Right. So screen share. Open. Oh, I need to bloody. Do I need to? I need to open it first. Just bear with me. Right. Open with Opera. There we go. In Opera Internet Browser. Oh, that's not it. Just bear with me a second.
I'm entertained by chat right now. Claire already has a tree up. She says you're a hoe. Andy smokes banana strips.
Right. Let's see if I can get this to work and show it. Just bear with me. Right. Can you see that?
Yes, I can. It does.
Can you see?
Flipping the bird. Yep.
Can you see that there?
All right. So
it's actually in that section there.
I do see it. So when I sit here and I look at these pictures, I don't do pictures. I can't.
I can zoom in. I can zoom in a bit. Thing is, when you
start,
start,
it's good. I can see it. I can see the head. What looks like eyes.
what I'm going to do is I'll zoom in a bit, and then you might be able to see it a little bit better. Because it's there. It's like this section here. You can see the round eyes and everything. But I mean, that's a pretty good capture. It's actually there. If you see it, hang on, it's there on the thing.
Yeah. So,
Andy, I can't remember, mate. Was that caught with on a video, or was it caught with a still camera or a phone camera? I can't remember. I'm not being rude. I just totally forgot. But if you like, because you're on your laptop, you can literally see the round eyes and everything when it's you zoom in on it. It's amazing.
yeah.
Right, just put us back on. There you go. Yeah, no doubt he'll tell me when he comes up. I kind of
Digital camera. Do you have more than one photo of that? Do you have like multiple photos of that area? Or just the one?
It was actually out with another group, which he said they're Soul Reapers, and it was a Soul Reaper who caught it. Yeah, it's a really good cool catch. But I can't. Did you see the finger doing this?
Yeah, I did. I did see it.
I kind of love that.
Yeah.
And I can't remember whether it's in it. I think Andy's seen something at the time, if I remember right, and they took the picture. But I could be wrong there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. They took 400 pictures.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to take a million photos when I would investigate anywhere, and I'd bring them home and stick them on the computer. I'm like, yeah, get the photos, stick them in there. 1,200 photos. And I'm like,
I've told this story before. You see, I'm not an old person. I'm just not. I think they could be explained, in my opinion. People will say they've seen them with their own eyes. I haven't. So, to me, I've only got my opinion, what I've seen through photographs and videos, right? So, I'm not an old person. Just camera malfunction, flash, shutter speed. Do you know what I mean? Light refractions. Just so many things it could be.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying I'm right. I always wouldn't say it's my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. I put this video on, and I was doing a manual tune radio. I do enjoy doing manual tune radios, right? And it was when we was decorating downstairs. So we'd ripped a carpet up from the hallway, we'd sanded the woodwork down, and so there was dust everywhere. And I was actually downstairs doing this session. And there's an orb goes flying into my hand, as it actually gives me a direct response, right, to something I'd asked. I'd got a direct response. But this orb flew into my hand at the same time. Now, I sat there, and in the end, I had to kick this fella off me comments, because he argued black and blue that this was a spiritual orb. And I'm saying, it's just, we just ripped carpets up and sanded woodwork.
Right. I remember I was being ignorant as all hell on one paranormal page on Facebook. And I decided to have a little fun because I was bored. But I took my sock off. I waved it around the room like a helicopter. I turned the flash on my camera and I took several pictures, and then I posted it in this page, and I asked if people thought I had ghosts. They're like, yes, we see a 90-year-old man used to live there. And I'm like, and I told them what I did, and I said, gotcha. And they weren't too happy about that. I got kicked out of that group.
I have seen some good orbs. I've seen orbs that have done things when people have asked them to. I'm going to call them orbs, right? Because just for the sake of an argument, I'm going to say orbs. And I've seen them change direction when people have said, can you go left? Can you go right?
Yeah.
But no disrespect, I'm not in the room. Julie has had some good orbs, right? Who's Ruby Paragills.
Yeah.
I've seen some of her orbs, and they're really good. And she's had corroborating evidence, so she'd have an EVP at the same time, and things like that. I just find it really hard to believe, but that's my opinion. But I don't dismiss anybody who thinks that they're catching some. I mean, I saw one, and it was actually me who discovered this. So a friend of mine, he was looking back through some old photos, and him and his husband was like, posting them up on Facebook and things like that. And it's seen some orb kind of things in one next to his mum and dad, and it wasn't long before his dad had died. So they were looking at these pictures, and then they'd noticed this like misty orb thing, and it was me who zoomed into it, and it looked like a face. I mean, because he said, because he knows I do paranormal, so I said, well, stick him in group and I'll have a look. This is what I said to him. I said, just put him in my group, I'll go and I'll have a look.
Yeah.
My skeptical arse going to have a look at orbs. So I goes and I went in and I downloaded the pictures, and I was zooming into them, and I was like clearing them up a bit and zooming in, and I could see a face, and I could see long hair and a face. So I did the red circle of doom, and and I sent it back to him in a message, and I said, listen, and so because I cannot compromise myself in any way, shape or form, because I feel a need to be skeptical, because I think when the truth is there, I'll know it. If I'm skeptical about, to me, being skeptical isn't a bad thing, because when I see something genuine and honest and truthful, I recognize it for what it is.
Right.
So I sent it in back, and I said, but this is my stance on, because I had to tell him. I had to, because I couldn't compromise myself.
Right.
But it was literally a face inside this misty orb, and it was really clear. I could see the eyes, the ears, the nose. But is that pareidolia? Am I looking for that?
Right.
I mean, you know what they say, seek and you shall find. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So did I already have that in my subconscious, and it came out seeing that,
Did somebody already give you the power of suggestion?
Exactly. But it's always there with orbs, isn't it? And how many times have we seen people with orbs that have had that face in them, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
right, yeah, I'm going to put Julie's comment up, because this is what I was saying about
yeah, right. And then one day he came running downstairs and he said he saw one. I was so happy he did. Well, I'm the same type of person. I'm not going to take your belief away from you, but in the beginning, when I started doing paranormal investigating, oh yeah, I believed him. I took a picture of my room at my old house, and it was full of them everywhere. Well, I didn't realize that forced hot air, the heat eventually in the floor would blow up dust. I didn't realize that carpet would make dust. I didn't realize animals would make dander, dust, fur, and all that. But after the research that I did, 99% of the time, orbs can be debunked. Now, I will believe orb if you can get one on video camera with no external light source, pitch black, and get one on camera. I'll believe it. I'll still probably say it's not real, but
you see, this is my thing. When there's any equipment, I believe Julie, because I've known Julie a long time, near enough as long as I've known you, John, and I kind of do believe her when she says she's seen them with her own eyes. And I do. It's like Glenn, he says he's seen them with his own eyes, and I think Andy has said he's seen them with their own eyes. I can't have an opinion on that, because I haven't had that experience.
Sure.
So it's very hard for me to turn around and have an opinion on that. I have to take that at face value and trust and believe in their characters, which I do. Right. So, you know, I believe they've seen what they think is an orb with their own eyes. Does that mean I think it's paranormal? Not necessarily.
Right.
Do you know? And this is the thing. But I don't know. But isn't that the good thing about the paranormal? Sometimes it's frustrating because we're left with more questions than answers.
Yeah.
But isn't it fun learning?
Yeah, it's definitely fun learning. I mean, I've learned things from engineers. I've learned things from construction workers. I've learned things from police officers. I've learned things from just about anybody that had some sort of background in the house. Or I've learned things from historians.
I love history, though, you see, and that's kind of my gig. What if I'm trying to think of a question? If you would have to, if you could declare anything as proof, not evidence, proof as the paranormal, what would it take for you to say that is proof? Have you got a scenario in your mind where you would say that is proof?
Well, that's very. I think that's the first time I've ever actually been asked that question. But if I had to accept anything like that as proof, I think it would have to be science above our level for it to be. I mean, I guess the whole look, touch, feel, smell thing wouldn't really work too much in that aspect. But yeah, I mean, I think science way above what we know would have to prove that to me.
You see, my go-to saying is, when I see Elvis interviewed live on TV by Oprah Winfrey, I'll go, yeah, all right then. It's kind of, I know I'm skeptical. I do know it. I absolutely love the elemental field. I absolutely love, and I read, and I've got elemental books and things like that, and I absolutely adore reading about the elementals.
Yeah.
I'll leave honey out for brownies. I get tips off Andy, right? Because it's actually a field, part of the field of the paranormal that I actually love. And poor Andy, when he's on, we kind of browbeat him. Yeah. Because, like, we're always asking him stuff, things like that. So we kind of browbeat poor Andy. So I put honey out. Well, actually, I put some cake out because he said to me the other week, because I've been putting honey out for the brownies, and he said I can put cake out now. I can, because I've been doing it for so long. I could like move up a level, and I could put cake out. So I put some cake out now once a week for them. Now you see, this is the thing, and because Andy's like really, really, really into elementals, and I mean the research he does, and he's actually altered his whole lifestyle for the things that he does. And you literally have to turn around and admire somebody who's immersed himself and the whole livelihood into the field, and that's what he's done. And he says, like, because people see your stereotypical brownie as somebody who comes in and cleans your house and all that. He said it's not even like that. He said if you actually research properly and go into it, they're actually more of an something, like a spirit to stabilize the environment. So on an emotional level, a cleansing on an emotional level, not like they come in and do your washing up for you, which I think is really, really cool.
Right.
And yeah. And so the stuff that you learn from it, what you think about elementals, what people think about elementals isn't always like what he like Andy done all his research. It's nothing like what you think, and it's really cool. So I kind of love that.
So I see a question in chat. It's an unpronounceable name. It says,
Go on.
John, can I ask your opinion on the K2/EMF meter? My honest opinion, or do you want me to make something up?
Honest.
Honest. Okay. I think the K2 meter is absolutely junk. Very sensitive. Most of them you can tune to sensitive. All right, I'll show you something. I do
Yeah,
not
I'm
have.
not a fan.
I don't have a K2 meter. I don't like them. I've used them. I've walked by them and watched them go off without my phone on me. I mean, legit. I mean, I'm being serious when I say this. See this guy right here? Everybody knows what this is, right? Everybody's seen this guy, right?
Yep.
Okay. I modified it. So when you turn it on, it goes to a lower setting than what's there. And then when you flick it the other way, it goes to a higher setting.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is these things are easily, they can be modified really easy. It's 4 screws, you take it apart. If I was going to use any kind of EMF meter for anything like that, I just had the box in my hand. Oh my God. I would suggest a millimeter. This is probably like the baseline millimeter that you're ever going to get. It's probably for like $80. You can get them just about anywhere. They're cool. I mean, you can calibrate them yourself. They say you're supposed to have them sent out calibrated, but
I agree, Flowers. That's what they were designed for. The K2 was to detect wiring in a wall by electricians. That's literally the function. That's what they were designed for.
Yeah, correct. I mean, even the millimeters, I don't care what you say. The millimeters, the EMF, that little guy just had, the K2 meters, they're not made for spirit detecting or whatever you want to call it. It's just like Clower said, they are made for finding high EMF in a house, which will cause you to hallucinate, give you burns, rashes, whatever. They're not made. When you see these people, these idiots on YouTube using a K2 meter to communicate, I guarantee you one of them forgot to shut their phone off. I guarantee it. Oh, it's an airplane mode. It doesn't matter. EMF detectors on a cell phone. Since when can a cell phone detect EMF?
So,
It gives it off. How can it detect it?
So, hang on, I'll put Ewan's things up. He said they're great for debunking.
Yeah.
Can you, Ewan? Can you tell me in what situations you mean that, please? They're not made to detect. Right. Okay. So just give us an example. Hi, Morad. Morad's coming to say hello. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Unpronounceable names. A cell phone is EMF.
Yeah.
That's what they give off. I can go grab my cell phone right now, put a battery in that millimeter, and show you. I can hold it in front of you. Know what I mean? It's some people are idiots. They don't shut their damn phones off, or they don't even think to kill the power in the house before they go waving these things around looking for ghosts.
But the other aspect is, and people don't like to acknowledge it, there is EMF in our atmosphere. There is free floating EMF that can float around in specific areas, just in a bundle, and you can't see it, but it is natural to our environment.
The world, the earth, gives off electromagnetic fields.
Yeah.
We give off electromagnetic fields in small amounts. And you'd never be able to detect it with a K2 or a millimeter.
But you see, this is why you can never, ever just take that, an EMF reading, as a ghost or as red. Because there is, again, same as what I think with dust, with orbs, and things like that. It's the same kind of scenario. You have to have corroborating evidence on maybe several different devices before I would even consider that, a win kind of thing, evidence. Not proof, evidence towards, and I never say proof. And it's like when you see these YouTube streams, 100% proof of the paranormal, you're like, no.
No, and I hate all these morons. I'm sorry, I'm going to get really, really blunt now. I hate all these morons that I see on YouTube Not gonna lie, and I'm not shooting you down. You got some morons on your page too. When they turn around and they're like you just said, 100% proof. This is actual evidence of paranormal. No, it's not, people. It's not. There's not one piece of equipment out there that says or has captured anything paranormal.
Do you mean by that, Andy, is it the Gaia effect, where it's a living entity? Is that what you mean?
I get what he's saying. Yeah, like the Earth is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Its own.
I think, is it Gaia? Yeah, am I pronouncing that right? Yeah, I've read about that, and and again, it's another one of those things that I've no proof to turn around and say that is true. I've read a little bit on it. I'm not well versed in it, so it's not something I can have a strong opinion on or anything, because I don't know. Do you know what Gaia? Yeah, Gaia. Is that how you pronounce it? Nature spirits.
Gaia.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something I can really have an opinion on because I don't really know that much about it. So it's but yeah, I have it, and it's another one of those things, isn't it? But you see, this is the thing with the paranormal. We don't know. Hence para, it's not normal.
The other thing I can't stand with these idiots is professional. The word professional. No, there is no professional. There's no school for it. You don't get a diploma. Anybody can be a paranormal investigator, obviously, because there's a whole bunch of morons.
And a demonologist, because you can apply online and do a
yeah. Well, I'll get to the demonologist in a second. I'll pull that one apart too. Look, people, there is no book, there is no schooling, there is no diploma. Hold on, so you can see my eyes, so I'm being serious. There's nothing fucking out there that says you can be a paranormal investigator. Okay? I mean, I'm being dead serious. There's not one thing that makes you a professional. It may be experienced, because of your experiences, but not professional.
Yeah. Yeah,
so what you see on TV, they're not professionals either.
No, the people who've lived the life probably for the paranormal, but when like I said, there isn't a college degree for paranormal investigators. You don't get a certificate and say, "Pass, I've got a PhD." That isn't. Again, yes, experience counts and experience matters, because when you've done something for so long, of course you know a lot of things that other people don't know. That's just natural. I'm an avid reader, and I soak up any information I get.
Yeah.
I've also got an excellent memory, hence I remembered the story you told months and months ago about your children. Right. But yeah, I'm an avid learner, and I ask questions, and like I said, poor Andy's usually the brunt of my questions, bless him. But I want to know, you see, and this is the difference. I want the truth, but I want to know. I'll probably die not knowing until, then I will when I'm over there. But, I absolutely love the idea of learning. So to me, this kind of field is a joy for me, because I can learn loads of different stuff. And I think it's up to me and my thoughts, mind, skepticism, whatever you want to call it, to a degree, is what I make of it. Whether I want to turn around and say something is evident.
I'm on a show right now, Mom. Sorry, go ahead.
Say hello to your mum for us.
Yeah, hi, Mom.
What's she called? Is it Janine?
Judy.
I knew it began with a J.
Yeah.
Judy. Yeah, I think it's all our own. What we're willing to accept to a degree.
Yeah.
What we're willing to, rationality really doesn't come into the paranormal a great deal. You have to be open to certain things. You have to. I mean, I say I'm skeptical, and you'll say you're skeptical, but we still have to be open to a lot of things. and I think when I say I'm skeptical, and this is kind of where I come from when I say I'm skeptical of the photographs of a hair. You know, I'm skeptical of a slow shutter speed picture, and they'll argue the toss that it's paranormal. You know, I'm skeptical of the videos where you know darn well it's a cutout in the corner. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not so much I'm skeptical of the paranormal; it's I'm skeptical of the evidence that you see.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? That you know is faked, and
Yes.
and that's what keeps my skepticism going. Because as many times as you can try to argue with people over it, I've just give up. I just like don't even comment. I don't say anything. I just like nope, not follow them anymore. And that's kind of where I am. Do you know what I mean? I just don't bother following them. I don't bother looking because I just think you're not willing to learn or change your opinion. They get the blinkers on and they're not willing to open up. And coming from a skeptic, well, not a skeptic, but somebody who's skeptical, that's a big say, you know, to say somebody's blinkered and they won't change the path.
Right.
Me being skeptical, that's a big statement, you know?
Yeah. I mean, as far as the demonologist goes, you have to be ordained, and it's not like people say, no, you don't. I think if you're going to be a demonologist and you're going to do it, I think you should, and you should do it the right way. And I don't know much about it. I can't say I know enough about being ordained or not, but that's all I do know about that is I haven't experienced any exorcisms, but I have had experience with somebody who was possessed, has had a 2 documented exorcisms, and that's my sweetheart. She, long story short, she was out investigating and went to a place she shouldn't have. I don't know how exactly it works, but I've experienced.
Can I just say, John? Can I just say, John? She's very pretty. You knew other half. You're really batting 1,000 there, mate.
Thank you.
You're batting 1,000.
Thank you very much. I met her 3 years ago when she did one of my shows, and we've been friends ever since. But she's come out a couple times.
Oh, was John froze? Oh, you might have froze, John. I don't know whether you can hear me or not. Type in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, hang on. No, you're back. You're back.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's just lagging, I think. I think it might just be an internet thing. You're just a bit laggy.
Yeah. The things that I've experienced with her being 5'5", maybe 150 pounds, I've seen her take 2 king-size beds and push and separate them on her own, with me sitting on top of her, thrusting her legs and separating beds at the same time. I weigh 240 pounds, 220 pounds, and she's thrusting me like it's nothing, throwing me all over the place. I've heard things come out of her mouth that I didn't want to hear. I've actually, that time, she was separating the beds on her own and thrusting me all over the place and throwing me. When that happened, she started speaking. And no, we weren't having wild sex, but when she started speaking in this language that I've never heard before, I don't even know what it was. Yeah. It was 3 words. And then all I knew to do was sit there, close my eyes, and just do whatever praying I could possibly do. Because I'm not a holy person. Far from it. What happened to chat? But
so she was basically speaking in tongues, is what you're saying?
Old Germanic language, ancient language, and when that all had happened, I couldn't hear her. It's like something came out of nowhere and covered my ears. I could see her mouth moving, but I couldn't hear her.
Oh.
And everything was kind of, it just sounds silly coming from a skeptical person. I know.
So something stopped you from hearing what she was saying. Is that what you said?
Yes, and everything was vibrating, had a slight vibration to it. And I couldn't hear her. And then when she was done speaking,
Oh.
my hearing came back. I put my cross on her forehead. I have, I'll show you the one I carry around.
Oh, Ewan, this sounds like it's one for you. Speaking in tongues and like strength.
This one right here has been blessed. Just a wood.
He rolls your beat.
Nothing crazy. I kept this on me all the time. But the story gets scarier. Okay. She came to, and when I live in Massachusetts, I have, yes, Germanic. I have a license to carry a firearm, a weapon, as you will. Well, I disarmed myself and put it up on top of the bureau right next to the bed. Could have easily went like this, pow, and dead if that was the case. When everything was all said and done, I looked up and I saw it sitting there.
Really?
Just taking it off and set it up on the shelf. That's right then and there. I was like, oh shit, I just got so lucky.
Oh, wow.
I just got so friggin' lucky. Because if that was any worse, you know what I mean? So what we ended up doing,
Go on.
what we ended up doing was we ended up getting her out of a relationship, away from a person that was causing these things, and she hasn't had, let's see, July, August, September. She hasn't had an attack in 7 months. So.
Oh, wow, crazy.
Yeah.
Ewan's good at this kind of thing. He like researches this kind of thing. So,
yeah, it was kind of like old Germanic, sounds like Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
And to watch somebody you care about do that.
Called it Irish. Yeah. Well, when she was talking, I was able to catch the words. God forbid if I could try and pronounce them right now. But excuse me for standing up. I'm still trying to find my phone. My hair going off, but I don't know where it is. And yeah, what we ended up finding out was it was saying she is mine, something to that effect. She's mine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was just weird. I don't know, something I don't ever want to revisit ever again.
Has she herself had any experiences since then?
No, since we got her out of the place that she was living and moved her to a different area. No, she hasn't had any. I haven't had to carry these things around in 7 months.
What about prior? What about prior to that? Has she had any experiences? Maybe not to that extent, but similar. Has she lost any time? Has she said things that aren't natural to her, or anything like that?
Well, I've only experienced a short time of it. So whatever she's experienced, whatever she's said, she's done it before me. You know what I mean? So she hasn't really like lost any kind of time or anything like that. But
Ewan, what does that mean? Zest to mech. Zest for
I
mech.
don't even want to. If that's, I just don't.
Is that what it's? Is that what it was that they said?
No, close.
Close.
Yeah, close to it.
She is mine. There you go. If people that have to follow, they can use them as ringers to pay. Let's have a look at that one. Well, that's creepy if it's more or less the same. And he said, that's what I said. Ewan's good at stuff like that. Okay. See, Andy's coming at it from an elemental side, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that side of it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't fun when you see somebody you love going through all that kind of crap. She's
You
not.
see, now I'm not a believer in demons and devils, and
Neither was I. Neither was I. I
But
am
then
now.
you see the way I look at it, and this is the truth. And don't get me wrong. I've thought about demons and devils as much as any other person who's into the paranormal have. The way I look at it, we have like Manson and all these serial killers. Do you know what I mean? And it's like they don't just have a personality transplant when they go to the other side.
No.
If they're evil here, I'm pretty sure they're going to be evil over there.
I agree.
So I think that can explain a lot. But I also, because it's me and I have to think of everything because my mind won't let me not, I look at it from a religious point of view as well. And I think maybe demons were created originally, but do these people who were evil in life, do they become demons or do they have, a special place kind of thing for these, And I think about all these things. I don't know the answers, but I do think about all these things. I do wonder if, like, the evil that's on this earth that walks with us, like serial killers, rapists, paedophiles, is there, like, a special place in hell kind of thing for them? And I wonder about these things.
Yeah, good point. I have no idea.
Oh, do you need to go soon? Because you said an hour and a half.
Yeah. I kind of got to run. I got a few things I got to do before I go to bed. Yeah, even though it's.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
You see, that was another thing, and you go and look actually. Now Andy's just posted this before you go. There is like a documentation to believe, because he looks obviously elemental side of it, that elves, Andy, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is evidence that elves were considered demonic or demon, or that's where the caste comes from, if you will, for demons. So that's pretty cool, and apparently if you go on the Wikipedia and on elves, it gives you the full, or all the phase just said there, but it gives you the full thing, which I think is kind of cool. Right, I'm going to stay on for a bit if people are here, but if you want to jump out, you just have to. Right, okay. Do you want to say goodbye to everybody before you go?
Bye, everybody. You can always catch me on Facebook, so I'll be there.
You can join John's YouTube because it's UPR Underground.
Yeah.
And I've put the link for John's Facebook page in the description. So you'll be able to catch him on there. And he does lives with his group on there.
Guys.
I'll speak to you soon, John. All right. You just have to click that you want to leave. And it'll take you out. Thanks,
Mags. I'll catch you later.
No worries, honey. I'll speak to you soon. Bye. So what did you think then? Did you enjoy John's? I know he has actually become a lot gentler in his approach, because he was a lot more skeptic than I were, and I think over time he's become, I don't want to say open-minded because he's still very skeptical like me. I think his approach has changed. Well, let me have a look at that, Andy. When they were kicking out the pagans, the New Age cult religion had to make bad guys, but they still used elements of something. Right, okay. You see, now this is my thing with the Bible. This is, I believe the Bible is written by men. Men bullshit, right? I'm not just talking the gender. I'm talking, mankind kind of thing. We can bullshit. And I think when you start a religion like Christianity, you can't just have the good, because people will be like, well, I can do what I want because, God forgives. Do you understand what I mean? I think they had to have that negative, that bad in there, so that people were scared and would flock to Christianity for, And I think that's kind of the way I look at the Bible. That's why I'm not a big believer in demons or devils or anything like that, because I kind of think they're a man-made construct to get us to believe in the good. He is Wes. It's a really nice. I mean, he doesn't really do YouTube. He does a bit more on Facebook, but I think he's going to start trying to do a bit of YouTube. Oh, Jesus Christ, Claire, I dread to think what you wrote in the bloody Bible. Bloody. I can remember as a kid when we wanted to say bloody, we used to go bloody in the Bible, bloody in the book. If you don't bloody believe me, bloody have a look. Yeah, I think so, Andy. I really, really do. And I don't know. I think we're pushed in some directions. No worries, Ewan. Thank you very much for popping in, mate. And that was really interesting what you'd wrote, She's Mine, because did you see John's reaction to that? That was a bit crazy. So it must have been very similar. That was cool. Thank you very much for doing that. See you soon, Ewan. Thank you. Yeah, I just, Andy, I kind of think we're forced into a direction sometimes with the Bible. And that's kind of why I don't really go with it. Love you too, honey. I'm not anti-religion per se. I'm not. I believe in a God or a higher power. I believe there's a power. I do believe there's some power. I say God because I was actually brought up religious, and I can't think of another way to say it that sits comfortable with me at this moment in time. That's not to say that my opinion won't change, because we evolve, we live and we learn, don't we? But to me, I believe that there is a higher power. Get a magnifying glass, Claire. Where's I'm an Irish Catholic girl. So yeah, you don't get much more religious than the Irish. I used to go to church twice a week. Hi, Deborah. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Yeah, you don't get much more religious than the Irish, and I used to go to, well, in fact, I used to go to chapel most days in school because we had a chapel, and if it was raining, I used to go to chapel. You don't have to go outside then. But yeah, I used to go to mass twice a week. All right, I was made to go to mass twice a week, so yeah. My sister went out with a man who'd been divorced, and my nan wouldn't let her in the house before she'd thrown holy water over her and done a decade of the rosary beads. So yeah, bit religious. Yeah, I don't practice. I'll put that up, Andy, while I read it. Oh, good, Deborah. I'm glad you're all right. I tell you what, Deborah, if I told you what my last 2 months had been like, you'd need therapy, so I won't. I think ethically we are the higher power. Okay, just segregated, carrying small experiences, tapping itself for ending, and it's ego wants to be eternal. Not something I've thought about that, Andy, but yeah. It's something to think about. Very interesting. You see, this is the thing now. This is like, I've done my very religious upbringing, and I walked away from it. A few reasons. One was my brother, because he's gay, and there is no exception in the Catholic Church for homosexuality. Two, I just didn't agree with it. I mean, you can't use a condom, you can't take the pill, you know. I've done all these things. To me, according to the Catholic Church, I'm going to bloody hell anyway. I wasn't married, I had children, you know, all these things. I was just a really bad Catholic. So I fell out of, I want to say, faith in the religion, not faith in general. I don't believe if there is a God, he actually really requires us to go to church every Sunday. Yeah. Exactly, Wes. I don't think he needs us to go to church. I mean, they tell us that he can see and hear everything, so why do I need to go to church? You know, contradictions in turn, isn't it? Well, Christianity as a whole, really. And each religion has their own little dig at some specific part of the human race, you know. It's crazy. It is crazy. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm more about, you know, the earth as a whole, really, you know, and just people. I'm more about people than religion and the earth and what we can and can't do and what we could and couldn't achieve. And do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. That to me makes more sense. It's very true, Andy. I agree with you 100% there. It does, and we are, and we do rebel. Claire, my dad asked, I am married and found my daughter by miracle. You know, I mean, I think people are more important than anything else, and I think respect is high, and you know, I can be as hard as I want to be, and I can be downright evil with things that I can reply to people. I mean, literally, my mum said I would argue with my big toe if I had nobody else to argue with when I was younger. But I think as you get older and you get wiser and everything, to me, it's a respect thing. I'll respect everybody and anybody. You know, don't do the dirty on me because I go gutter level. But you know, if people are nice and people are decent, then I'm decent with them. It's that simple. If people have an opinion, I will listen to their opinion, and I'm not rude enough to turn around and disagree with. You know, that's whatever my opinion is mine. Oh, is Sean on? Hiya, Sean. How are you, honey? Hope you're all right. Shit out of luck there then, Sean, didn't you? Oops. Should have kept the receipt. I'm going to say when they went into liquidation, but that just didn't sound right. Not when you were mentioning kids. Let's liquidize them. Yeah, I mean, I used to say to my mum, all of my children were immaculate conceptions. I don't think she bought it, but, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, you missed me guest tonight, Sean. I had a friend down from America. Yeah, it's really strange because, like, he used to be, John did used to be a bit more abrupt than he is. But I suppose, he's had experiences that, like I said, with his girlfriend, that is finding hard to explain away. I so want my hair chopping off. It's like down here, it's pissing me off. I want it chopped off to about. I need my hair chopping. Hilarious, Sean. So I'm just catching up on your comments. I think because you laughed, you put Sean and then laughed. Hey Andy, are you still there, mate? I have questions. Andy's like, I am not typing in that chat now. She can pick off. Andy, I have questions. I need answers. Answer me, man. Answer me. Brownie. Do I need to do this? How often? I've been doing it like I did it when you said, and then like I did it about 6 days later, I think. Do I need to do it more often than this? Poor Andy gets barraged off me, Wes. I've never had an experience that I could. I've had experiences, and Andy said they do sound elementally based, you know, like, but I keep trying. Once every 2 weeks should be okay. If it's not enough, it'll let you know. Okay, thank you. That's good. I could use all the emotional help at the minute, and this is why I'm asking. So oh, I don't do investigations, Deborah. I'm agoraphobic. 6 years now, so I do my spirit box, and I just love all my research. I do a lot of research and things like that. I love my legends. So, but when I do my live streams, I just usually do my spirit box, and then just a bit of a chat and just chill with my friends. You know, we just have a laugh. Thing is, my house is extremely active, but I don't investigate my home. I live here. Do you know what I mean? And they share my space. Whoever's here, they share my space. So I don't investigate purely and simply. If they want to make themselves known while I'm doing a live stream or on my spirit box, that's totally up to them. But I don't ask for it, and I don't set cameras up for things like that, because we literally share a living space, and just out of respect, I don't do that. Right. Do you know, it's funny, I had just before Chloe was like mulling around on the stairs, and I got 3 sharp wraps on my TV stand. And this is why I'm asking, because I was wondering if I should put some more out. So I don't know, maybe they were letting me know that they want something else. I don't know. I'm wearing out the last one of the live streams I did, and I'd had a bang over there, and I think I'd mentioned it right next to where I actually put the cake out, and I had a bang, and it was before I'd put the cake out. It was when I were putting honey out, and you said, "Oh, you can probably up it to a bit of cake," and I'd had a bang right next to where I was putting the honey. So maybe what was that, a week and a half ago, something like that. It was John and he's from Massachusetts. If I say that, we're going to try it again. Okay, East Coast, Boston way. And he has his own panel over there, investigations, and it's Paranormal Underground, Massachusetts. I can't say it. I don't know why my mind will not focus on Massachusetts. I know it's not going to fucking work. But Paranormal Underground is on. Is very skeptical like me on a lot of matters. I've been speaking to him 18 months, 2 years when I first actually got into the field. And we kind of gelled because we kind of have the same views and same thoughts. So, yeah. Oh, is that John's YouTube channel? Claire? And he has an amazing Boston accent. I absolutely love it. And he has an amazing Boston accent. You can sit there going, Oh, Dennis sent me a funny meme before, but like I can't put it on because it's a bit like shitty towards Yorkshire and Andy will twat me. So I'll put it on. Honestly, isn't it horrible when your mind does that sometimes? Like you literally cannot say the words. Do you know, my hands are weird. Look at that. That's just not fucking normal, is it? Just been double jointed. Like as I'm getting older, it's not as much. I used to be able to bend them back there and touch them on there. I was which I also have really bad moles. I've had to have them took off in case they turn cancerous. I'd have been proper dunked, wouldn't I, me? Back at 1600s, they would have been dunking me. Oh, Claire, on that Paranormal Truth last night, that was weird. I was telling Glenn before, if they go to Whittingham Hospital, I'm going to feel like a right 20 because I like turned around and said, I sort of like said, is it Whittingham Hospital? Yeah, I don't think there is a right way. I don't know if any of you were on Paranormal Truth last night and watched the live stream. It was funny. Well, it wasn't. It was a really good stream. But they said they was going to a mental asylum and it hadn't really been investigated that much and it had a newer part to it and it was Victorian and all this. So I had said, give us a clue. Tell us what county it's in. Anyway, everybody's guessing all these different mental asylums and, mental hospitals and all this. And everybody's guessing and guessing. So I just put Whittingham Hospital because it's only up the road from me. So I put Whittingham Hospital because it's an old Victorian mental asylum. And my family has actually got quite a few attachments to it. Yeah, I know. Shocking. We're crazy. But it's not that. It's that my uncle actually worked there most of his working life. And some of my family members back in the early 1900s were actually patients there because there's a genetic illness in our family called Huntington's disease. And before they realised it was a genetic illness or a genetic disease, they used to think they'd gone mental. So they'd put them in Whittingham. And then when they realised it was a genetic disease, they actually built a new part to the hospital, and they specialised in the treatment of Huntington's. So it's quite. I've been up to Whittingham Hospital more times than I care to think about over the years, but yeah, it is like quite close to us. So when I turned around and I said Whittingham Hospital, and now bear in mind everybody was guessing everything and nobody was saying anything, and then as soon as I said Whittingham Hospital, one of the mods went, "No, it's not there," and I thought, everybody's guessed. Why are you turning around saying no? It's not Whittingham Hospital. It just seemed a bit dodgy to me that they literally I guessed, and then one of the presenters turned around and went, "And I'm not telling you what county it's in." And I thought the two things I said, and they made a point of dismissing him. It just seemed really weird. So, if you are going to Whittingham, lads, and you ever see this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, did you? What were it called, Sean? Hello, John. How are you? Sean, John, who's in chat now, that's who was my guest. He had to nip off and do something, you see. I'm going to feel really bad, though, aren't I, if it's Whittingham Hospital, Claire? I am going to feel really bad that I've kind of outed him. Funny, but I'll feel bad. Kind of. A little bit, maybe. So, Sean, what was it called where you went? Where Screamer went? Most Haunted. Ah! I mean, she screams all the time. Where the feck does she think she's going when she's investigating the paranormal? What does she think she's going to encounter? And then screams every fecking time. It's like, oh, look, ghost. Ah! I'm a paranormal investigator. Ah! Right. Okay. Julie, was his homework right? Did he tell you? Was it right what you asked? I would have picked that if I was doing it for Chloe. That question, what I said to you, is what I would have picked for Chloe. But I don't know whether it made more sense to me. Up here for thinking, down there for dancing. Good. Is he, Andy? Does he like get his scream on? Oh, that's strange. All right. What were you doing there, Sean? Had you gone to do anything specifically? Oh, anytime, Julie. Anytime, honey. Yeah, Sean, had you gone to do anything there, or were you just visiting, or what? Ah, okay. Got you. Just for Sean. Let's get it on. Ooh. Let's get it on. Are you not a screamer? Are you a grunter? So come on, Claire. Tell us some stories from the dog handler who worked on on Most Haunted. I think Claire needs to share with the class, doesn't she? If she knows somebody who told us stories about backstage at Most Haunted, we want the stories. Share with the class, Claire. I'll send you a link. And you can share with the class. Yeah, that's me, John. I'm literally that. I go, fuck. When they start lobbing stuff in my house, they're not lobbing it at me. They just wanted attention. I'm like, the fuck was that? Claire, do you want to come up and share with the class? We want to know. Backset gossip from Most Haunted. We need to know this stuff. And how much wine has Claire had? I would, however, I can't. Well, I could, but I will become a member of your spirit box. Say what now? Claire, we need details. Bitch, get your ass up. Come on, I'll send you a link. Come and talk to us. We need it, though, John. We need that gossip. You know you want to. Right, I've sent it link. If she wants to come on, she can. Come on, Claire. I'm only doing another 20 minutes or so. So you might as well come up. Really? A blow up, Bob? Claire, I never took you for that kind of girl. Oh. Claire, come on, come up. Do you like her, Sean? Do you like her a lot? Oh, come on, Claire. You don't need to be on camera. We need stories. We need details. We need gossip. Do you know, she always reminds me of my sister, Yvette Fielding. She sounds like her. She talks like her. It's like, honestly, God, we could stick a long black coat on my sister, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Every time I listen to Yvette Fielding, it's like my sister. Yeah, peer pressure, Claire. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah. John, yeah. Went out one night, took pub, and she got into a bit of a disagreement with this woman while I was in the toilet. I don't even know how it occurred. Anyway, I walked back out, and now she's only like, she's very, very slim. Like, she'd probably be a size 2 in America, like a size 6 over here, kind of thing. Very slim. She's not as tall as me. She's like 5'5", 5'6", and she was like hiding in the corner when I come back from the pub, from the toilet in the pub, and I went, "What's going on?" And she went, that woman over there started on me. And I went, what did you do? She went, nothing. Have you seen sides of her? And I'm like, you didn't sit there and let her have a go at you, did you? And she went, have you seen that? Me, I walked straight over to the woman, shouldered her off her stool. She's up floor. I went, don't ever look at my sister sideways again. Turned around and walked back. And our Tracy went, oh, God, I couldn't do that. She was nearly crying because this woman had said something to her. Because, you know, she's like, they look at her and they think, you know, she's pretty and everything. And they like, didn't like her. But she's such a soft ass, and I'm then knocking her off a chair. Oh, those were days at Unicorn Pub. Claire's not going to come on, is she? She's going to be a bit of a wuss and not come on and talk to us. Oh, she's married, love. She's been married a long time, 20 odd years. Maybe 24 years. She's actually my older sister. I'm the baby of the family. Soft ass play. You could at least type some details in. Give us one for instance. How they fake that shit. Give us one for instance. I don't care, John. Me, you don't have a do with my family because you're going down. I've never been like. Quite right, Andy. She teased us with like backset access and stories from Most Haunted, and then it's not delivering. She shouldn't be allowed to do that. She needs to tell us if she won't come up. Or I'll get Andy up and watch him do the ritual that'll send the elves after Claire. No. Is that like a joke, Andy? He doesn't, does he? I don't watch Huff. I never watch anything he ever. I think I've watched him twice. And I think one of those times were when I first came into the field, and I think it was Riley, Order of Magnitude, sort of like said, this is a what not to do kind of thing. So I went and watched. And I think I've watched him maybe once, and I've seen clips on other people's videos, but I think I've only ever been to his channel twice. I don't believe you, Andy. We need pictures. It's not true unless you have pictures. And what colour feather? Probably brown now, but what colour feather did it start off at? Now you see, John, we did the serious when you were on. This is kind of how if you're still on, this is kind of how my streams go. If you send me a picture, I will howl laughing. I'm telling you. I'm laughing now at the thought of it. You've got Claire running scared, Andy. I can't even remember who I was talking to. And you know, like when you have sayings from when you're a child and you hear things. One of my grandmas, like if we used to mourn that there was nowhere to sit, one of my grandma's favourite sayings was like, stick your thumb up your ass and sit on your elbow. And I can't remember who I was talking to the other day, and they was going on about something, and I'd literally typed off it out before I realised I really shouldn't say that. I nearly turned around and went, I'd rather stick my thumb up my ass and sit on my elbow. But I stopped myself because it's like, you know, people don't always get when I say my like Lancashire euphemisms kind of thing. Well, yeah, that's it. Sean, you help him with directions of how to take a picture of a feather shoved up his arse. He's got another half there. Get Becky to do it. Do you know, John, who was on earlier, we've been like trying to get a live stream done for a while, and we'd arranged it, and I'd said like, oh yeah, this Thursday, blah blah blah, and then like Claire and Julie know like a month and a bit ago, shite went off, and so I couldn't do it then. And like trying tonight for a bit, but just shit kept coming up and up like. And it was this afternoon, literally we organised that live stream from this afternoon, and he said, so when are we going to do this live? Then I went, we can do it tonight if you want. And that's literally, we'd tried to plan out, and I just went, we'll do it tonight. Yeah, he's not flexible, Andy, is he? I'm dreading thinking if he sends me a picture. I mean, obviously I'll open it and look, because you've just got to, haven't you? So I want you all to join the Facebook group, John's, which is in the description. You know, I mean, I love talking to people. I kind of love everybody's experiences, and I always say I'm skeptical because I am, but it's more evidence skeptical than because I believe in the paranormal. I'm skeptical about what people paranormal. Yeah. If you're getting cramp brushing your hair, drink more water. I'm sat here waiting to see what Andy says next. Honest to God, I'm literally sat here going, Did you see the pictures I see her on Facebook today? How cute's my granddaughter? I'm just saying. I'm not saying like, you know, she's the cutest baby ever, but she is. Yeah, he might have fell over and banged his head while he was trying to get the camera at a good angle. Oh, geez. Hold on. Fuck. Oh, you don't know what I'm seeing. Right. Let's just. I need that picture, so I'll just stick it in there for now. And that one. Right, where have you saved to, you Fanny? Right, desktop. I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. Open with Opera. Right, I need to make this bigger. I need to zoom in, so just so we can all see. Right. You're all cringy now, thinking what I'm going to put up, aren't you? Right, I'm going to leave you with that 1 second because I need to nip to the toilet. So you enjoy that and talk amongst yourselves. Shit. Oh, Andy, I love you, mate. I'm back. Go, love Andy. It was a quick round trip there, though, Andy. It was a quick one. Thanks, Claire. You know when they have a meeting of the minds, Claire? Well, apparently me and Andy had a meeting of. I don't really want to say that. I didn't think it out before I said I was going to say meeting of the bodies, but I should have probably thought that out better. People will be talking. Private jet. Was it Yorkshire Airways? That's just a brilliant picture. I'm boarding the flight for the Bahamas. Did they have, what do they call it, pub music? Oh, shit, and that was funny when he got it stuck in that tree. I was laughing. Was it Nick, your friend? Was it his dad's or something? And he got it stuck in the fucking tree and he had to climb it. Jesus, that made me laugh. You hear me cat scratching at the door? Oh no, Claire. We all know you've downloaded it. Don't even start. We know. I had to download it so I could share it, and that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. My cats are like scratching at the door. Hallie, stop it. To get it out, they cut the tree down. That's not very eco-friendly to get the drone out. Can't believe they cut the tree down to get a drone out. I'll be on some time over the weekend. Sean, cheers for popping in, my friend. Sean only comes on here because we're just like Lancashire, innit? No ways and graces on my channel. Yes, vodka tea. It's a new one. It's called Couldn't Be Asked to Get a Glass. So I just, like, my brew cup, I just washed it out. All right, okay. Take care, Sean. I still can't say Massachusetts. Is that how you say it? Massachusetts? I don't know. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you, sweetie? I'm going off in a minute, Elizabeth. You missed my guest tonight. You'll have to have a watch back, Elizabeth. It was really interesting. You actually, well, I have to show this for Elizabeth as she's a late arrival. This is Andy doing a ritual. So, Elizabeth, because you was a late comer, we had to. I will show you this again. This is Andy doing a ritual in the Bahamas that he flew over to tonight, just quickly, just to do it because it's a ritual for Claire. It tickled. Hang on. It tickled her fancy. Do you know, though, I don't think they'll need right much encouragement, Andy. Gotta be honest with you. I think they'll be quite eager. I'm just saying. Hallie, stop it at the door, for God's sake. Hallie! Shh. Ugh, bloody cat, 1 second. What on earth? Get in, you're getting in. I am not standing in the doorway. Are you coming? You've just scratched for 5 minutes at the door. Either get in or get out. Shit, get off the pot. My lord. Come here. I got wrong one. Smells like bullshit. This little one thinks she can get through a fire door because my doors in my house are fire doors because it's 3 stories. So she thought she could scrape through a fire door, which is solid wood. Didn't you? It didn't work, did it? Honest to God, do not walk over. If I get cut off, she's on me lap. Don't get off. Oi, child of mine, get off. I will put that back on. I'm hoping you can still hear me, but I can't even see. She's literally walked over it and turned my camera off. Believe it or not, she's literally sat in front of my screen now. They're all oily. They've been plagued with fleas, and we spent £50 last month on different flea treatments, Bob Martin's, front line, you name it. We spent money on it last month for it, and they've still bloody keep getting fleas. We've done the house, we've done everything, and we read somewhere yesterday that coconut oil repels them. So if you put it on your cat, they'll jump off, and then we just have to do the house again, kind of thing. But booked an appointment. I think it's 3 days because we've got stuff on to literally go to the vets to see what they can do, because you can get those things that they can, like an injection or something, can't you, that lasts a year and what have you. So we're gonna have to do that because it's been, honest to God, you name it, we've bought it and we've spent money on it and we've tried it. I'm getting bloody bit to shreds, and I've got stuff. Honestly, we literally spent £50 last month on the cats trying to get rid of the fleas. All the top treatments and everything. So they're going to the vets now and see what they can do. Yes, I'm watching you. She sat there watching me. She's my familiar. That's what Rob calls this, my familiar. She sleeps on my head. She literally, if she's in our room when like, I can't do that because you have to go out the house. If you do a flea bomb, we've got sprays that you can spray like round, but I can't do a flea bomb because you have to go out the house, and I can't go out the house being agoraphobic, so I can't do a flea bomb. So what we're actually doing at the minute is, like, when we phoned the vets up and they said just keep them in from now on, don't let them back out, because whatever efforts you've put to, I mean, I'm combing them every 2 days with a flea comb and getting them off. I've been doing that for weeks. Every 2 days I put the flea comb through them, end up scratched to hell, but yeah, I'm treating them. But like I said yesterday, it was in like, I think that coconut oil repels them, so they're covered in coconut oil at the minute, my cats. But like, we're going to vets to get them treated, like I said, because do you know what worked best? And this is the God's honest truth, right? We read somewhere, put a little, like dish of water down with washing up liquid in it, and the fleas will go into it wherever they are, put them around your room. That, I could keep calling them the killing fields. I call them. If I put them down, guarantee the next morning they've got dead fleas in them. For some reason, the idiots, I mean, they are small, but I mean, brain ratio size of things. But anyway, they jump in the water and the washing up liquid kills them. So that's literally getting them. And when I started doing it, there were loads going in it. And like now, last few days, I've been putting fresh ones down and there's been nothing in them. So I think I'm getting them from around the house. We've got them in the living room, in Chloe's bedroom, in my bedroom, in the Hera's bedroom. So I think the house, it's literally the cats now. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Washing liquid dish soap. We've been putting it in when I comb them. When I use the comb on them. I use washing up liquid in water, and then you just put little shallow dishes around the house, and I literally call them the killing fields because they all jump into them. But it's been like a month, just over a month, we've been trying to get on top of it. Poor Hallie. I mean, I don't know whether you can see. She's literally eating herself raw. Hang on, just let me take right that off. I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but she's eating herself raw at the back with them. And it's not like we haven't tried. We're trying everything. We've bought everything, and she's eating herself raw, and it's a shame. Isn't it, baby? Got a bare ass now. Look. Got a bare ass, baby. And kisses. I'll see if I can get her to kiss me. She likes to kiss Hallie. He kisses. He kisses. All right, you can go. She gets on me. If she wants me attention, she gets in my face and starts kissing me because she wants me attention. What I just did with her, if I did that with the other one, I'd have lost an eye. You can't put Sky up near your face. She'd go at you. Yeah, it's a good job it weren't a cactus, isn't it, Andy? Yeah, Elizabeth, that's what I've been doing. Honestly, it's trying everything. Literally, last month, we spent £50 on it. £50 that we don't bloody have, but £50 on trying to sort the cats out. I really need fucking pet insurance, but we just can't afford it. Really? Fly spray? I've got fly spray somewhere. Does that work, Elizabeth? That's cool if it does. Because the house will be getting done in fly spray. Honestly, they got... I mean, apparently, the way. Well, there you go. I don't know whether he heard me then. Yeah, they got them last summer when they were little. Stuck it on and they were fine. You know, within 2 days, they were free fleas. And the harvested, can't get them off them. They've got a really bad dose of them. I'll give it a try, Elizabeth. Jesus, are you joking, Andy? See, this is the thing, we can't afford it. We can't afford like that money to do it, you know. It's just we just can't afford £100 a month. I mean, I had a quick look at pet insurance and it was like 20 quid, but I've got 2 cats, that's 40 quid. Can't even afford 40 quid a month. All right, for each. Well, still £34 a month, Elizabeth. It's, you know, we like, Rob only has a part-time job. I'm on the cleaning job at Town Hall, you know, at local authority. It's just, it doesn't, because he's my carer, can only do so. I really can't pronounce your name. Is it CST? Tina, CS Tina Star. Hello, thank you for joining. We've actually done paranormal now. We're actually talking about fleas on cats. You never know what you're going to get on my channel. Come here, baby girl. This is my Harley. Hey, baby. You my Harley? Hey. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, thank you, Star. That's so much easier. This is my baby. Are you going down, babe? That's where people don't realise I've got 2 cats and the sisters from the same litter, the sisters, and they are totally different personalities. If I tried to do that, what I just did with the other cat, I would literally lose a finger or an eye or something. She Sky, my other one, she's the black and white one. She's the one that looks at you like, you know, you're rubbish and why you in her atmosphere. You know, every look she gives you is like one of disdain. Don't corrupt the newcomers, Andy. Don't corrupt them. Oh, bless. Star, don't listen to them. Bless. No, Star, I wouldn't listen to them, darling. Oh, no, I'm going to show Star. I am going to show Star your photo of the feather. In context, Star, Andy and Claire were messing around, and Andy's into elementals, so elves and fae and fairies, you know, that kind of thing. And Claire was being Claire, and Andy said he was going to do a ritual for Claire so that the elves went and paid her a visit. I'm never not showing this picture, Andy. So do we know where Andy's putting the feather? I am never not showing this picture. Go, Andy. Go, Andy. It's your feather. Yeah. You may have just stumbled across Star, one of the craziest people in the paranormal. I'm just saying. Yeah, he was a bit cheeky, wasn't he, Elizabeth? Yeah, I do serious paranormal Star. If you know, check out my videos, but my live streams are kind of more me just having a laugh with my friends. Can you see Hallie in the corner? Well, hang on, down there, cleaning herself. Yeah, I mean, we like to chill out. We don't slag off other channels. We don't diss people. We don't do any drama. If anybody brings drama to my channel, they're gone. But we do like to have a laugh, and it's kind of no holds barred. You know, we never know where the chat's going to go, and we never know where it ends. You know, we just go with it. We just like to have fun. It's literally in my group on Facebook. I literally say, just because it's paranormal, it doesn't mean you can't have fun. People who have passed they were people at the end of the day. They had humour. They had a sense of humour, and they knew how to take a joke. I'm pretty sure just because they're dead, you know, and onto a different phase in life. They still don't, you know, they still have humour. They've got to. We do, Elizabeth. I do serious stuff, though. I do. Honest. Oh, don't encourage her, Andy. Please. Yeah, that's kind of what it is, Elizabeth. The way I look at it, everybody else can have the dramas. We'll have fun. They can all have like every kind of drama they choose from here to Kingdom Come. We'll just have fun. Always makes me chuckle. It's like, you see it all, and I have been asked, do you not have a PayPal? Do you not have this? I literally don't have a PayPal account. I don't have a PayPal account. You know, to me, I'm just doing this because it's something I enjoy, something I love, and that's it. My other half has a PayPal account. We got to, and I'll tell you why he's got a PayPal account, because he sold a car online, so he ended up with a PayPal account and stuff. But that's it. I don't kind of want to do more than what I'm doing. I enjoy doing what I do, and I do it because I love it, you know. Is that true, Andy, what you said about bananas before, that it can give you a bit of a trip if you dry the skin out? Kind of, you know, I don't know what you'd call it, and smoke it. Oh, Jesus, Star. Too much. I don't even watch him because it just depresses me. It literally depresses me. I don't care what they do. I don't watch it. And this is the God's honest truth. I watch very few paranormal channels for that reason, because it's all drama. So I watch a handful of paranormal channels. Apparently, if you dry, you know, like you peel the inside of the skin off, and you know, like the stringy bits, and you dry it. Apparently, it gives you a bit of a buzz. Mm. Do you know, literally, you're talking to somebody who has no idea about these things. I literally smoked three puffs of a joint when I was 16. I'm 47. Just bear with me, because I don't have my YouTube open on there, and I'll do that subby thing that we're not supposed to talk about, because apparently it messes up with your algorithm. So just give me a sec, Star, and I'll do that thing. Your channel. If you hear me talking, just ignore it until I get me thing down. Right. There. There you go. And I click the bell. I'll have a watch. I'm interested in things like that, you see. tarot cards. I can be very skeptical, and I don't pretend I'm not, but I'm open to every part of the paranormal. It's just Trump my joy. One, could have come up with such a better name when you invoke Trump. Two, could be fake news. We don't know. We're not dead yet. I've rung the bell, so if you are star, maybe it's fake tan. Do you know, with all the things, I mean, being British, Trump's really not an issue for us, so. But even we know all the stories. Seriously, could come up with a better name when you invoke Trump. Trump, no, Trump's here. Do you know what Trump means in like British slang? It means you farted. That's a Trump. So if you want to come and hear you talking out of your ass, you're more than welcome. Talk some shit, baby. We all know they're talking shit because, like, you know, we're English. Hey, biscuits. Oh, bless. I do love trolls. They're sweet. And thanks to you. My mum's got curly hair and brushes her teeth. No, it's a roll up. It's only backy, honestly. I just roll my own look, papers, filters, tobacco. I'm just naturally crazy. Yeah, see, Andy's been looking for him all over. All he needs to do, Elizabeth, is come on my channel. I've been trolling political sites for years. Kind of love going on Guido, folks, and giving a bit of a troll. Okay, Star, no worries. I'm going soon anyway. My other half wants bed. And I've been on like nearly 3 hours. You tell him, Andy. I don't care. They came and they trolled and they went. I mean, I'm not being funny. It was like a flyby troll, wasn't it? I literally had a flyby troll. Some people are just no fun. Poor Claire. She doesn't like to think me doing anything like that. She's like my daughter. She's like, no. Well, I might, but I don't know whether Rob will be into it. Bit hard to explain away that one, isn't it? No, don't worry about that. It's okay. Look here. Look into my eyes. Yeah, probably, Elizabeth. If he starts looking at you, well, I'm going to have serious concerns, Andy. It's probably something I should have noticed over the years. Or discussed or talked about. I'll be more worried if he starts going, hey, good looking, and he's looking over my shoulder. What she got cooking? Like, love. Do you know, Elizabeth, when he kept saying about this, I was dreading the picture and I kind of liked it when it came through. So, could have been worse. Could have been a cactus. I'm just throwing that out there. The devil's angels. If he brings KY up, I'm gone. Starts waving a feather. All right, I won't. I'll try it once. No, you've got to give everything a go. Before you say no, you've got to try everything. I'm always open to new experiences. Right, everybody. 50 Shades of Elemental. I'm going to go on Andy's words of wisdom. 50 Shades of Elemental. I'm going to go. I'm really glad you enjoyed John in whatever aspect you enjoyed him, but I'm really glad you enjoyed it. He's a really nice bloke, and join his Facebook. He does, for us in the UK, usually when he does his live streams, they're a bit late for us, but as I'm an insomniac, I kind of catch them. But he's a really, really nice bloke, and he's honest and genuine and straightforward, and he'll tell you how it is. So, like I said, I put his Facebook group in the description. So, join his group. Get out of the bin, Hallie. Honestly, God, I'm still reading the chat. Sorry. So, Claire, Andy, Elizabeth, Julie. I don't know whether she's still on. Star was on. She went to make some tea. The Trumps and the CNN fake news. Yeah, we have that over here. It's called the BBC. And everybody else who's been on tonight. And a big thank you to John for joining me earlier on in the stream. I really do appreciate it. You're all stars. And I just want to say to Andy, you're light as a feather. Take care, everybody. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Love you lots. Bye.